They said you can't come where?
Compton, but look, I'm here, baby, and nothing.
With the squad, though.
Okay, so peep this wild situation because it got messy fast. Chrisean was reportedly in Compton yesterday, and things went left real quick when she got into it with some people connected to Crips, all allegedly over Blueface. From how it's being talked about, she was supposedly warned ahead of time not to pull up there, but she showed up anyway, like the warning didn't matter at all. But here's where it really flipped, because she ended up getting confronted by someone pressing her about Blueface, and the tension was obvious. Now, in my opinion, this didn't feel random at all. It felt like clout-chasing energy, and I'll break down why. Things escalated when Chrisean allegedly tried to grab another woman's phone, and that's when everything spiraled even harder. From how it looked, she was either scrolling through pictures or checking something on that phone, but the only move she really made was reaching for it. You could feel the tension building, like she was low-key fishing for a moment to pop off, and the second she went for the phone, the other girl didn't hesitate and slapped her clean. Now, just a heads up, for certain parts I'll have to throw up screenshots instead, because people online been doing the absolute most. So just look closely at what's shown. After that, everything cracked wide open. Chrisean ended up squaring up with the girl in white who confronted her, and then two more girls tried to jump in, making it even more chaotic. It was mad crowded, hard to catch every angle. But from what I saw, Chrisean stayed on brand and handled all of them in the middle of that madness.
I don't know. No, you not from Baltimore. So you went with Blueface yesterday? King of the Cloud? No. King of the Cloud.
We appreciate you coming up here, but if we
nigga, she recording shit, but she.
No, don't record.
Don't grab my phone from me. 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 I don't give a fuck. You snatch my phone like some work ass bitch. You got my phone.
She definitely held her own for a minute, no question about it. From how it played out, it really looked like multiple girls were trying to rush her at once, and that alone changes the whole vibe. And let's be real, Chrisean is not built light at all, and neither is her background. She comes from a family where standing your ground is normal, and everybody already knows she and her sisters can throw down when pushed. That's why, honestly, this is one of the rare moments where it actually feels like Chrisean wasn't out of pocket at all. She was reacting, not starting. But here's where things start looking funny. The girls she fought didn't stay quiet and immediately went online talking about the situation. And this right here is exactly why it feels like Clout was the real goal. Why start tagging Natalie Nunn and the Zeus Network when Chrisean isn't even tied to them anymore? That move alone had people side-eyeing heavy because it comes off like someone fishing for a reality TV moment. And now, to make it even messier, people are saying the girl in blue might end up getting jumped next, and the situation just keeps spiraling. Here's where the whole situation starts to feel way deeper than just a random street scuffle, because once those clips hit social media, the energy completely shifted. Suddenly, it wasn't about what actually happened in Compton. It turned into who could spin the story the loudest online. People started picking sides instantly, timelines got flooded with half-context clips, and everyone was talking like they were right there when most folks only saw a few seconds of chaos. And let's be honest, when you take something physical and drag it to the internet, that's when things usually stop being about facts and start being about attention. The way those girls jumped online so fast, tagging big names and major platforms, made a lot of people question the intentions right away. It didn't feel like, let me clear my name. It felt more like, let me get seen. And that's a huge difference. What really had people scratching their heads was the choice of who they decided to tag and call out. Chrisean has been publicly disconnected from certain networks for a while now, so bringing them into it felt forced. That's why a lot of viewers started saying this looked like a play to get noticed, maybe even a last-minute audition for reality TV Clout. And when you know how those shows work, controversy is basically the entry ticket. Start a scene, go viral, get attention, and hope the right producer is watching. That's the pattern people have seen way too many times before, which is why this didn't come off organic to many watchers. Instead of focusing on the actual altercation, the conversation quickly turned into motives, screenshots, reposts, and who was trying to ride whose name for a moment. And once that narrative took over, it was hard for anything else to matter. Then there's the part people aren't really talking about enough, which is how fast situations like this can escalate when too many people jump in at once. One confrontation turns into a crowd. The crowd turns into pressure, and suddenly nobody's thinking straight. That's why some folks pointed out that things could have gone way worse than they did. It wasn't just about fighting, it was about environment, location, and emotions all mixing together at the same time. And when people start hinting that someone else might get jumped next, that's when it crosses from messy to dangerous real quick. At that point, it's not about proving a point anymore. It's about people possibly getting hurt over social media drama. That's why a lot of viewers said everyone involved should have taken a step back before hitting post. Because once it's online, there's no undo button.
On camera like a mukbang, baby girl, wanna be my baby girl.
Stop fucking with Blueface, bitch. You gonna get beat up again? And on the crib, we not crabs over here, we crabs.
Baby girl, I just had to blow her out. I know what the fuck going on, bitch. And if you still need that, Chrisean, you can get that. Try to hit up the homies, talk about you in the face from me, bitch. I'm not hiding. You saying too much.
And now the internet is doing what it always does, replaying everything frame by frame, building theories, and adding extra sauce to a story that was already wild. Some people are praising Chrisean for standing her ground, others are calling out everyone involved for letting it get that far, and a whole separate group is side-eyeing the obvious clout moves. No matter which side you're on, one thing is clear. This situation didn't need the internet to make it bigger, but the internet definitely did what it does best. It took a moment and turned it into a headline, a debate, and now a whole storyline. So before you dip, make sure you smash that like button if you're riding with us, tap subscribe if you're a real one, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single messy update. Trust me, you're gonna wanna be here for the next video. She then took it straight to her Instagram story, and that's when things got even more reckless. Someone commented, "Bum bees, but sit back and watch the show cause BE's got your address. And don't worry, Ka won't be there and we about to see how this goes. Please don't run." That message alone had people raising eyebrows fast. Instead of ignoring it, Chrisean mocked the whole thing, laughing it off and saying, they got my address, I'm about to go ish on myself. Like it was some kind of joke. But honestly, the whole exchange came off unnecessary and goofy, especially with how heated things already were. At that point, it stopped being entertaining and just started looking careless. Once that Instagram story went up, the situation officially crossed into reckless territory, because now it wasn't just rumors or shaky footage anymore, it was direct online taunting. When someone throws out a message like, "We got your address," that's no longer shade, that's pressure, and treating it like a joke only made things look worse. Laughing it off might seem tough on the surface, but to a lot of people watching, it felt careless and unnecessary. The energy shifted from street drama to internet chess, where every post feels like a move meant to provoke another reaction. And once that kind of talk is public, it invites way more chaos than laughs. What really rubbed people the wrong way was the mocking tone she used, like the situation wasn't serious at all. Saying things sarcastically when real threats are being tossed around doesn't come off fearless, it comes off messy. Viewers weren't seeing confidence. They were seeing someone playing with fire for no reason.
Hey, this is no filters. Nobody has no marks on their face, not a scratch,
No,
nothing.
she did not.
She did not do shit.
How did the clip look? It just looked.
Y'all got the end of the fight. That was the
Y'all
ass
had to
end
be
of it.
there. You had to be there to see it, ma.
Thank you.
Nobody got dropped. No, nothing. No, and she did not
Bitch, you
get
got
jumped.
slapped and you never even fight me.
She did not get jumped, bro. She fought one, and then right when she got done, then I went in, babe. Come on.
Period. And you calling the homies talking about, you want to fight the bitch that slapped you? Bitch, I'm not hiding. We can get that. We can get that.
At that point, the entertainment value drops and concern kicks in, because online threats have a way of jumping offline real quick. That's why so many people started calling the whole thing dumb, not funny, not iconic, just pointless drama spiraling out of control. Then you had the internet detectives breaking everything down frame by frame, screenshot by screenshot, trying to figure out who posted what first and who escalated it. Some folks felt like the other girls were clearly baiting her, while others said responding at all was feeding the chaos. Either way, everyone agreed on one thing. This did not need to be broadcast like a reality show episode. Once addresses, threats, and mocking get involved, nobody really wins, no matter who started it. The situation stopped being about a fight and turned into a test of who could stay the calmest, and that test was getting failed left and right. Another thing people couldn't ignore was how fast situations like this turn into group behavior. One comment turns into 50, one post turns into a mob mentality, and suddenly people feel bold saying things they'd never say face to face. That's when the danger really creeps in, because social media removes the pause button. Folks online hype things up, egg it on, then disappear when real consequences show up. That's why so many viewers were begging for someone involved to be the bigger person and shut it down before it went further. What made it even more frustrating was knowing this could have been avoided completely. No posts, no mocking, no responses, and the drama would have died off naturally. Instead, it kept getting oxygen, and every new story poured more fuel on the situation. At that stage, it wasn't about defending yourself anymore. It was about who could get the loudest reaction. And when you mix pride, pressure, and public attention, logic usually leaves the room. That's why people kept saying this wasn't tough behavior, it was sloppy behavior. Now everyone's just watching to see what happens next, hoping it doesn't cross another line. Because once things go from words to actions, there's no undo button and no caption that fixes it.
So this what, look at my face, untouched. So this what happened. So I did the parade. Then there was like this other thing. I don't know where it was at, but it had like a moon balance on stage, but it had so many kids. So I'm playing basketball, football. Right before I leave, I did a prayer circle at the parade, but I did another prayer circle at the basketball court. All right, everybody accepting Jesus as Lord, We get to walking, because we about to go to my car. I'm going to my car. It's this one nigga, he trying to come off cool, nice, and I'm like, he had an angle. And then it's a girl, she recorded. I'm like, he talking. I put her phone down. She tried to swing. I said, okay. I said, one-on-one. One-on-one. All that. Because at this point, I get it. I'm a celebrity. But I am not a bitch. I didn't even come for all that, which I try to come. Then you could tell she was scared. She hiding behind people with a phone. Talking about she cracked me. One-on-one. Let's get this one-on-one out the way. All right, boom. They like, Chrisean, you gotta leave. You know what I did? I posted up and sat on a bench. Leave where? I am not the one to be like trying to put fear in their heart. I'm not one of those girls you can test like that get scared. No, I'm not. I'm gonna sit here. What is the problem? All right, boom, I'm sitting on the bench. This one girl, she walk up. I'm still worried about the one girl that tried to swing because I put her phone down. Like, what are you trying to record in my face for? Trying to be smart? What you trying to be hood? Whatever, right?
So before you dip, make sure you smash that like button if you're riding with us, tap subscribe if you're a real one, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single messy update. Trust me, you're gonna want to be here for the next video. Honestly, people really need to level up because crashing out over Blueface at this point just looks tired and childish. Running a fade over the same situation again and again doesn't prove anything except that nobody's learning. It's messy, it's pointless, and it keeps dragging everyone deeper into drama that doesn't pay off. That said, Chrisean did step in and explain her side of what really went down, and she made it clear she wasn't moving reckless for no reason. So listen closely to what she had to say and decide for yourself how you feel about this whole situation. And before you dip, make sure you smash that like button if you're riding with us, tap subscribe if you're a real one, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single messy update. Trust me, you're gonna want to be here for the next video.